So we have just entered the agro harvest season in Nigeria, and this is the best time to buy, store and resell agro produce for profit. And so if you're watching this video in July, then you're actually watching this video at the very right time. And one of the main questions I always get from people who watches my video or those who buy my ebook is, what agro produce should I actually start with? And that is the question I'll be answering in this video. In today's video, I will share with you 3 agro produce I think you should start with, why you should start with them, and these 3 agro produce and agro produce that are currently in vogue. So it is something that after watching this video, you can take immediate action. You don't have to wait. You can take immediate action because they're in vogue right now, and I'll tell you the reason why you should invest in them. In case you're new here and you're wondering what is agro storage business, it's a very simple business model of buying agro produce during the harvest period, storing it for 3 to 6 months, and then reselling it back to the same market you bought it for more higher profit, because at this time that agro produce has gone off season and the price has really gone up. Now, it's one business that you rarely run at loss because these products are always in high demand. The profit can range from 20% up to 200% depending on the market conditions. I've been doing agro storage business for some time now, and which is also one of the reasons why I created this channel, to share my first-hand experiences for those of you who are interested to go into the same businesses, so that you can actually learn the tricks of the business and understand all the details that you need to do. Now, I have shared different videos on this channel on various agro produce that we invested in. If you haven't seen it, please do check them out. I've also written an ebook that provides you a detailed guide on how to go about this business, but beyond that, provide you reliable contacts that you can actually work with to buy your agro produce, store them and resell them. So just in case you can't actually visit some of this market that we visit because of your location, you have reliable contact that you can call up and then negotiate with them, and then they will buy for you, store for you and resell for you, and then send your money back to you. It is that simple. Very simple business model.
Somebody that send his money and we buy it and keep it for him. That's for storing. And this one also. This is almost more than 100 bucks here.
The first product I want to talk about right now is a Goosey. All right. Now, why am I talking about a Goosey? Because a Goosey is one product that is coming to the market as we speak. It is the season of a Goosey. So a Goosey right now is being harvested, dried, and it's being brought to the market. So this is the season of a Goosey. So if you're looking to go into agro storage business, please store a Goosey because this is the season. Now, the other reason why I'm recommending for you to start with a Goosey, beside that this is the season of a Goosey, this ending of July and August, is that a Goosey is one of those products that have a very long shelf life. That means you can store it for a long period of time without you worrying about it getting spoiled, especially if it is well dried. So all you need to do is to ensure that what you're buying is well dried, and once it's well dried and stored, then just fold your hands and relax, because your money is definitely coming to you. All right. Now, beside the fact that a Goosey have a very long shelf life, and now is the season of a Goosey, which is why I'm telling you to invest in it, a Goosey has a very high return on investment. In fact, it's one of the agro produce that have a very high return on investment. You can have between 30% to up to 150% return on your investment when you buy a Goosey. Now, that is how high the return on investment is in a Goosey. And when it comes to storing a Goosey, although I have done a detailed video about it, which you can check out, you only store the unpeeled one. All right. So if you're doing storage of a Goosey, you store the unpeeled one. You store it, and then you wait for a period of 3 to 6 months, and then you resell it. So let me give you an idea. Last season that we bought a Goosey, we bought a Goosey around 60, 70, 80,000 naira. All right. As of before this new one started coming in now, a Goosey was sold for 160, 170, up to 215,000 naira. From the same market that we bought for 60, 70, 80,000 was sold for 160, 180, up to 215,000. So you can see that that was over 100 and, up to 150,000 return on investment for just a period of 1 year. So right now, my contact have told me that the egusis that are coming into the market right now, the prices are really coming down. They're currently selling for 100 to 120,000 naira, but we're still expecting that the price will really come down up to 80 or 70,000 naira. Okay, so this July I will be visiting one of the markets where we normally buy our egusi and store it. All right, so I'll be visiting. So if you're interested for me to do a live video to show you the market, show you how we buy, how we bargain, show you how we check for the egusi, the quality, show you how we store them, okay, and make sure that they are properly stored, even rebag them and all of that. If you want all of those details, that will be able to provide you that, you know, on a practical term. So it's not just me sitting down here talking, but on the field, so you can see how it is done, so you can also learn and have a practical experience. It will look like you are right there. All right, before us to do that, first I need you to subscribe if you haven't, comment, share, like this video, and then comment exactly what you want to see me do when I visit the market. All right, don't say do everything. No, comment specifically what you like me to do, because that will help me to inform my decision to do that or not, or how to plan the video. So if you want to see how the storage looks like and how the storage process is, please comment. That is what you want to see. If you want to see how we check if the egusis are dry or not, and how we actually make sure they are properly dried, or dry them and rebag them, comment that. If you like to see how we bargain, who will buy from, or if you want, even if you want to see how the road looks like, how the market looks like, to be sure that there are no insecurities there or something like that, in case there's someone that is worried about that, comment below clearly, and then we'll be able to provide you details. All right, so that is what we'll be doing for you. But what we will not do, we will not share with you the contact of the people we'll buy from. Okay, we can share with you the market, share with you all the details, the market day, but the contacts of those who buy from will not share with you. All right, we believe we already shared all the information. So but if you want the contact of those who buy from, then get the ebook. Check the description of the video, buy the ebook. Buying the ebook also give you access to us, because that way you can always call us, ask us questions, and then we're able to answer you and put on the priority list. All right, so this is how it is. So comment below, guys, if you want to see me do that. Before the end of this July, we'll be going to market to do that. So comment. The more comments we get, then I know the interest is high, then we can really do that. So the second agro product that is coming to the market this July and August is millet. And I'm talking about red millet. There's white millet, there's red millet, but this is the season of red millet, and it's coming to the market the end of July, August, first, second week, and then even September. All right, so this is also one produce that I would recommend that you start, and you can start right now. So I'm giving you agro produce that you can start with right now, because that is the question I always get: which one should I start with? So I'm telling you, these are the ones to start with. Start with the Goosey, because it's coming out right now. The profit margin is high, the return on investment is good, it has longer shelf life, and as well as, you know, the demand is always there. And then start with millet, red millet. This is the season: July, August, September. And one of the reasons why I recommend red millet is one of those produce that comes to the market very, very dry. You hardly will see, you know, red millet come to the market that is not well dried. So it is one produce that comes to the market well dried, so you don't have to really worry about it like you may even worry about your Goosey. It is very, very dry. All right, so that is one advantage it gets. In terms of return on investment, it's also very high. You can get up to 40 to 90% return on investment, because the demand for millet is always there, because it's not just used for domestic use, it's also used for industrial use. So the demand is always high, which means you'll be able to always resell your produce at a higher cost for a more profit than what you bought. All right, so millet is the second product I would recommend that you should check out and invest in, especially if you have money to invest right now. A Goosey and millet. All right, hit the like button if you haven't done that so far, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that. And if you want to join our WhatsApp group, please check the description. There's a form to fill out, and you're able to join the WhatsApp group to get more weekly or monthly, you know, price alert of what's going on in the market.
The millet, they are selling it before 60,000, but now they are selling it 68, 70,000. Depend how the goes full, and depend how the goes is good.
Our number 3 and our final product for today is corn. So dry corn is also coming to the market this July, August, and September. So you can actually buy dry corn and invest, and the return on investment is also very good. You can get up to 60% return on your investment by the time you sell it off. Okay, dry corn also, you don't have to worry much because it also can last very long in storage. Groundnut is also coming to the market, but this is not a period that we buy and store groundnut. We buy and store groundnut between October and November, but groundnut is coming to the market the same period of July, August. Okay, but we don't buy for storage at that point. You buy for storage around October and November. So how the business processes work is that you actually buy, what people do is that you buy one product, store them, maybe say 2-3 months, sell them off, buy another product, store them, sell them off, buy another product, store them, sell them off, like that. So if a goosey comes out first, you buy 2-3 months, the price has appreciated, you sell. You buy millet, you sell. You buy corn, you sell. You buy groundnut, you sell. You buy sesame seed, you sell, like that. So that's what people really do. But if you're someone that have lots and lots of capital, you can just buy a lot and store them and then resell them for a much higher profit. And the more you store, then the more money you'll be able to make. So imagine, like any of these products I have mentioned, if you bought for 60,000 naira per bag and you're selling for 120,000 naira, doubling your profit. Okay, 60,000 naira for each one you buy, and then you have like 100 bags of that. So if you have 60,000 naira, you make 100 bags, so you already see how much that's giving you, almost 6 million and all of that. Okay, so this is how profitable this business is. It's just a matter of how much volume you're able to buy, how well the product you're buying is, okay, to make sure they are properly dry, and then most importantly how it is well stored, and the rest of that few things. So but it's very simple, and like I've said, even if you don't want to do the business by visiting those places because you're not in the location, or you cannot you don't have access to it, then you can just work with the reliable contact that we have in these ebooks. Most of these products I have mentioned, and most of the businesses that we do, we always transact our business within Benue State and Nasarawa, because I'm currently based in Abuja. So we are actually not moving up north yet to buy most of our goods, but that is something we'll do later on in this business. But now we are focusing our attention in Nasarawa and Benue, so that is where we buy. So if you also want to buy a goosey, your red millet, your corn, or your groundnut, like I've just talked about in this video, you can buy that in Nasarawa or in Benue. Now, in my previous videos, I've discussed the markets where you can buy them. I've discussed the market days. I've also discussed the general things about the market, even the storage costs and all of that. So you can also watch those videos to complement this one, to have more idea of each of these products, whether it's a goosey, red millet, or groundnut. I've already discussed them in previous videos, so just to check them out. So to recap this video and to give you a clear pictorial understanding of the entire product, here is a table that clearly explains the various crops I have talked about today, the best time to buy, the storage duration, as well as the resale window, whether you want to do the period to resell. This is the resale window, as well as what we bought. So the prices I have put here are prices that we bought for last year. For instance, Goosey we bought between 60 and 80,000 naira. That's what I've put. And then when it was time for resale, we're reselling from 120 to 180, and like I said, even before the new one came, up to 215,000 naira. Okay, so with that, you can see how many profits you're making already. You can see your return on investment, and also even put a little bit of storage difficulty. In terms of difficulty storage, this is medium because you have to take care to make sure that your goosey is properly dry, unlike the storage difficulty for millet is a lot lower, because it usually comes to the market very dry. All right, so you can screenshot it and study it to give you a better idea. And this table is based on my own experience of visiting the market and doing the business. Now, if you like tables like this because it simplifies the understanding, then just comment below so that my subsequent video I can try to make a simple table like this so that it can simplify your understanding. It's something you can screen grab and you can keep and look at it. That will guide you. Now, but beside that, we are also looking to put together a table like this that contains market survey that we've done over a period of time. All right, so it will be like a agro market table or graph or chart that will give you each agro produce. It will give you when to buy, to give you the season, to give you the profit margin. It will even give you a 3-year comparison of what it has been. Just like in this one, I have just done a 1-year comparison, what we bought last year and what we are selling this year. But that one, you have like 3 to 5 years, so you're able to see in the last 5 years the profit that people were able to make and all of that. So we're also gathering more data, and then to show you the market, to show you the contact places, to show you all the details. So once you have this chart, you'll be able to know, okay, everything about that agro produce. You can know how to go about it because you know the market to buy. You have contact, you have market days, you have return on investment analysis, all the details. That is what you will get from each of these charts. All right, so we are putting that chart together, and for those of you who already have bought my ebook, you'll be getting the chart for a very little token or even free. Okay, you may get it free or you get it for a very little token. But for those who haven't bought my first ebook, if the chart is out and it's just the chart you want, you can buy the chart. So with the chart, you just have a clear idea of what to do. So you don't have to start reading. It's a simple Excel sheet that gives you the entire details.